1. Erskine's first prototype, Nazi origins and the price of power. In the dark and desperate days of 1940, Nazi Germany sought any advantage to dominate the world. Deep inside secret underground research facilities, Dr. Abraham Erskine, a brilliant but conflicted scientist, was forced to create a serum capable of transforming ordinary men into superhuman soldiers. His first attempt, however, was crude and highly unstable. Johann Schmidt, a ruthless SS officer, volunteered and or was forced to become the first human test subject. Upon injection, Schmidt's physical abilities soared beyond natural limits. His strength, speed, and reflexes became terrifyingly enhanced. Yet the serum's instability ravaged his body. His skin grew pale and cracked, his facial features warped into a grotesque skull-like visage. More horrifying was the toll on his mind, twisted by the serum into obsession and madness. Decades later, Schmidt, better known as the Red Skull, remained frozen in time, his body unnaturally unaged. But this immortality was not thanks to the serum. It was the dark power of the Infinity Stone he wielded, a cursed artifact that bound him to eternal life at great cost. Erskine's first serum was a gamble with humanity, a stark reminder of how power gained through unethical science often comes at a devastating price. 2. Erskine's perfected serum, Project Rebirth and the making of a legend. Escaping the horrors of Nazi Germany, Dr. Erskine found refuge in the United States, where he was quickly recruited by a secret government initiative, Project Rebirth. Their goal? To create super soldiers that could turn the tide of World War II in favor of the Allies. Partnering with young genius Howard Stark, Erskine refined the serum by introducing Vita rays, a special type of radiation that stabilized the formula and unlocked its full potential. The serum no longer just enhanced strength, but optimized every physical and mental attribute. Steve Rogers, a frail and sickly soldier with unwavering spirit, was chosen as the sole recipient. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Rogers' body grew muscular and strong, his endurance and agility reaching the peak of human potential. Moreover, the serum purged his pre-existing health issues, turning him into the legendary Captain America. But peace was fleeting. The project's secrets made powerful enemies. Erskine was assassinated by Hydra agents, and with his death, the original formula disappeared, sparking decades of desperate and dangerous attempts to recreate what made Captain America unique. 3. Hydra's dark replica, the Winter Soldier's grim tale. Hydra, the sinister organization spawned from the shadows of war, refused to let Project Rebirth's secrets slip away. Under the direction of the twisted scientist Arnim Zola, they reverse-engineered Erskine's serum in secret, eager to create their own super soldiers to further their dark agenda. Captured Allied soldiers were subjected to brutal experimentation. Among them was Bucky Barnes, Steve Rogers' best friend and comrade. Injected with the serum, Bucky's strength and reflexes became comparable to Captain America's, but Hydra's methods were far more sinister. They stripped him of his identity, brainwashing him into a relentless assassin known as the Winter Soldier. Equipped with a cybernetic arm engineered for lethal combat, Bucky was turned into a weapon, a living embodiment of how the serum, when wielded without conscience, can strip away humanity and free will. 4. U.S. military's controversial serum, the hidden history. After the war, the United States military sought to reclaim the super-soldier legacy, but at a great moral cost. In the 1950s, under the guise of routine vaccinations, African-American soldiers were subjected to experiments with an unstable serum variant. The soldiers were largely unaware of the true nature of these injections. Many suffered debilitating side effects, chronic illness, physical deformities, or death. Isaiah Bradley was the sole survivor whose body accepted the serum without breaking down. Bradley's superhuman strength and resilience were enough to challenge even the Winter Soldier, yet his heroism was met with silence. Instead of honor, he faced imprisonment and erasure from public memory. His story only recently emerged, revealing a painful chapter of injustice and racism that shadowed the Super-Soldier program's history. 5. Howard Stark's cryostasis serum, legacy and theft. Howard Stark, forever devoted to his work and to Steve Rogers' legacy, safeguarded the last surviving vial of Captain America's blood in cryogenic storage, hoping to one day recreate the serum that made Rogers a legend. Years later, Stark succeeded in re-engineering the formula, but Hydra, ever pervasive, struck again, infiltrating Stark's operation, stealing the serum, and using it in collaboration with Soviet agents to create a new batch of Winter Soldiers. Among these new soldiers was Joseph, a man reportedly stronger than even Bucky Barnes. This serum represented a terrifying evolution of the original, a tool for oppression wielded not for heroism, but for control and domination. Project Gamma Pulse, the birth of the Hulk. The world changed drastically after after the attacks on September 11, 2001. Seeking new methods to protect the nation against emerging threats, the military launched Project Gamma Pulse. Instead of relying on Vita rays, scientists Bruce Banner and Betty Ross turned to gamma radiation, an untested and highly dangerous method. Banner's exposure triggered an unprecedented transformation, creating the Hulk. The Hulk's strength surpassed all previous super soldiers, with raw power amplified 100-fold. But his incredible might came with a price: the emergence of a primal, uncontrollable rage that threatened everything and everyone around him. The Hulk embodies the double-edged nature of scientific advancement, the potential for salvation, and the risk of monstrous destruction. 7. The Abomination, Science's Dark Reflection. Captain Emil Blonsky, a soldier driven by ambition and desperation, volunteered for a brutal experimental serum designed to push human limits. The injections enhanced his strength and gave him regenerative abilities, allowing him to heal quickly from nearly any injury. But the serum was unstable, physically deforming Blonsky with a grotesquely protruding spine and mentally corrupting him with violent aggression. When combined with Banner's blood, Blonsky's transformation was complete, becoming the Abomination, a monstrous being capable of battling the Hulk on equal footing. His story stands as a stark warning of science's dangers when driven by hubris and recklessness. 8. The Soviet Super-Soldier, Cold War Rivalry. During the height of the Cold War, the Soviet Union was locked in a fierce arms race with the United States, including the battle for super-soldier supremacy. Alexei Shostakov, known as the Red Guardian, was the Soviet Union's answer to Captain America. Enhanced by their own serum, Shostakov became a symbol of Soviet strength and ideology. Given the Soviet Union's secret collaboration with Hydra on the Winter Soldier program, it's likely that their serum shared a lineage of dark science, a chilling reminder of how super-soldier science became a global game of power and espionage. 9. The Centipede Serum, Hydra's Frankenstein's monster. In Marvel's Agents of SHIELD, Hydra took super-soldier science to horrific new extremes with their Centipede program. This serum combined multiple dangerous elements: extremist viruses, gamma radiation, alien blood, and the DNA of Inhumans with rapid healing abilities. The injection device itself resembled a mechanical centipede crawling along the test subject's arms as it administered the serum. Subjects experienced incredible strength and accelerated healing, but often became monstrous hybrids, part human, part weapon. Deathlock, a terrifying cyborg soldier, was born from this gruesome program. The Centipede Serum represents a reckless fusion of science and horror, a literal Frankenstein's monster of the Marvel Universe. 10. Nagel's Serum, the New Age of Super Soldiers. By 2018, scientist Dr. Wilfred Nagel perfected a new serum, stripping away all the flaws of previous versions. This serum granted super soldier powers without the bulky muscles, the need for radiation exposure, or the dangerous side effects. Just a single small injection was enough for permanent enhancement. But power corrupts. This serum found its way into the hands of mercenaries like John Walker, the controversial new Captain America, and violent groups such as the Flag Smashers. Nagel's serum marks a new era, one where superhuman power is sleek, efficient, and frighteningly accessible.